Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are landing planes, but every time I land a plane, the airport gets harder and harder to land. So, starting off, we're going to land at London Heathrow, runway 27 right, I think. We're in the 737 MAX. It's pretty average landing, well, and approach. Pretty standard, except I'm way too low. But anyways, so as the video goes on, the airport's going to get harder and harder until the one at the end is unlandable. Pretty much, anyways. Some of these airports I've never ever heard of, but most of them I have. So if you want it, that helps my channel a lot. If you could hit the like and subscribe button. I know literally every creator says this, but it literally doesn't cost anything, and it's your opinion, so I don't know, do what you want. But anyways, we're gonna land here at Heathrow, and I feel like this thing does not want to stay in the air for some odd reason, but we are on final.
50, 40, 30,
Also, I don't know why my frame rate's dying.
20, 10.
There we go. So that's pretty average landing there. Not too bad. So, I think the next place we are going to be is Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. So, we're going to land in this Saab 340 here. So, that was a bit cringy, but the power editing, it works, I think, hopefully. Yeah. Anyways, so I think this is Sprint Air. I think this is Australian airline, but I like what it looks like. And why are we always so low? I have no idea. But anyways, I gotta say the Saab 340 is like one of my most, like, it's one of my favorite planes of literally all time. I don't know why there's not so many of them anymore, but I guess they're just old, I guess, some of them. But anyways, I'll stop yapping now, and don't mind that. I think that's a warning for something. 200 feet, I think. Oh, I wasn't paying attention there. It kind of does fall out the sky, but I wish Microsoft Flight Sim would actually, like, fix everything, because a lot of the radio stuff and autopilot does not work on it, which makes me very, very, very sad, because I love this aircraft. It is one of my favorites. Oh, I suck at this. The problem is, if you pull the throttle all the way back, it kind of just sinks. Chill. There's no warnings. Shh. Landing. Landing. Ooh. What a landing. That was definitely a floater, but this plane is so small and it just decelerates so fast, I think we'll be fine. But anyways, next airport is Wellington in New Zealand. And to spice it up a bit, I thought we should put it a light thunderstorm. Yeah guys, this is a light thunderstorm. I can't see a thing. Microsoft Flight Simulator thinks it's a light thunderstorm. I'm gonna crash into a mountain. This is not a light thunderstorm. What on earth? What on earth is that? The plane is screaming at me. Also, I just can't see what on earth is going on right now. I'm scared I'm gonna crash into a mountain. Also, I think we should probably descend a bit, you know, to maybe get out the clouds, but it's fine. All is fine-ish. Kind of. Not really. Oh my gosh, it feels like... Also, by the way, this is the A310. I flew this thing about twice. It's an odd aircraft. So I do like it, but... Damn, jeez, the winds. That's more like it. This is what I picture a light thunderstorm now. But in them clouds, I could not see a thing.
400.
What on earth is that alert? Oh, so is that Welling? Guys. Push. Cabin.
400.
Yeah, I know, you've told me about 5 times.
300.
Yeah, okay. Shh. Push. It'll be fine. Where's the runway? Oh, I thought that was the runway. It's a stadium. Oh, the runway's down there. Oh. We've got a little bit to go. Let me speed it up. Bit more. There we go. Oh, a bit too fast. Time lapse ish. Oh, okay. That was a bad idea. Okay. Hang on a minute. Let me just return it back to normal. Normal speed, please. Thank you. Right. We're out the clouds and the blue. Let's land this thing. This is the most dodgy Ryanair landing of all time, but this is fine. Everything is under control. Yeah. Okay. We are way too high, but yeah, you've told me that before. I know we're at 400, but
300.
yeah, I can see that.
Sync rate.
Not sync
Sync
rate.
rate.
I've got this under control. Shh, A310. Shh, push. I've got this under control. Push, push, push. Just land. Nice, buttery-ish. Okay, we're floating. We're floating. It's fine. This is fine. Oh. The A310 doesn't really have call-outs. Where the next airport is Funchal. Now, Funchal or Madeira is very notorious for a lot of hard landings, go-arounds, and a nightmare to travel to. Yeah, in my opinion, it's probably not worth going here. It's in the middle of nowhere, kind of. It's off the coast of Portugal or Africa. It's in the middle of there. Forgot exactly where, but yeah, it's an absolute nightmare to land here, and especially with wind. And there's a lot of hills here, and wind, and water. Well, the sea, which makes a lot of wind. So I've put pretty realistic wind on. Oh gosh, there's a downdraft there.
5, 4,
Oof.
3, 200, 150, 40.
Yeah, this is a really sketchy approach. Yeah, that's called a downdraft. That's basically when like a random pocket of air pushes the aircraft down, and yeah, it's not good. Lots of crashes have happened because of that. Anyways, this aircraft feels like it's getting literally no lift. I'm going to throttle up a bit. There we go. More wind stuff's happening. Updrafts and random stuff here. I'm going to land a bit faster than usual, and a bit higher as usual, as if I get a downdraft, and I'm going to go a bit faster because I want to make sure I land, not
200,
float.
150, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Like this. Hang on. Okay. On the deck, there we go. Prettiest of landings, but quite good. So that's Madeira. Quite hard to land in, but yeah. Anyways, the next airport is Innsbruck. So Innsbruck is a very interesting airport. It's located in the near the Austrian Alps, or in the Alps. I'm not sure. I think it is located in the Alps, and it is quite the airport. It's surrounded by mountains, and I've put very low cloud, so yeah, and I've put a little bit I think 15 knots of wind coming from the right. But anyways, I'm in the Cessna Sky Courier. This is a very nice aircraft. I do love it.
500.
It's one of the good aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim.
400. 400.
So, yep, this is Innsbruck. I'm sure it's had 747s.
300.
I'll have to double check that. I don't know, you can do your own research.
200. 200.
Ooh. Game's having a... Okay.
100.
So, Innsbruck, it's sometimes very hard to land here. There can be a lot of wind and fog, because it's mountains. But it's a lovely little airport. Not very little, but it's nice. And this Sky Courier is very nice. I do love this little aircraft. It's amazing. It's a very beautiful place as well. But anyways, the next airport is Paro, or Bhutan approach. Now, Bhutan, you've probably never heard of this place, but this is a country in Asia, okay? And its runway is an actual living nightmare. In real life, the only planes that land here are Airbus A319s. I'm currently in an Airbus A321, trying to land on this. So, in real life, you have to go around this mountain
400.
at an outrageous speed,
300.
descend,
200.
and try land on this runway here. Now, I would put this a lot higher,
50, 40, 30, 20.
but
Retard.
you can master
Retard.
this
5.
pretty
Retard.
easy,
Retard.
like that. But the problem is sometimes is the wind gets insane here, like Innsbruck. Fog, yeah, lots of times flights are cancelled here, and I made a YouTube shot landing from the passenger view. I know that was a bit of a dodgy landing, but it'll do. Anyways, the next airport is St. Bartholomew, or St. Bart. St. Bart's for short. But anyways, this place is a pilot's worst dream. Oh, nightmare. This place can get rainy, foggy, sunny, every single type of weather. It is insane. And the problem why it is so bad is the only direction you can land is this way, and for some odd reason the makers of this runway decided to shove it right behind a hill. So you have to dive at the runway like this, pull up, manage to hold on to your bearings and your poo, and land it. Oh my god, that's a floater. Land already. There we go. There we go. Anyways, you get the point. It is, yeah, the runway is not, it's hardly a runway, it is just beach. It is very pretty though, and we're in the sand, by the way, if you didn't notice. Anyways, this is the Piper 28, this is a nice little aircraft, but yeah, this is St. Bart's. It is, literally in the middle of the Caribbean. It's in the same sort of area as Sabre, that we landed before. But yeah, it's absolutely awful to land in sometimes. I mean, it's alright if you've got this weather, but yeah, it's not good. Anyways, next airport is Sabre. Now, Sabre is a little island near St. Bart's, which is another airport on this list that is quite infamous for well, hard landings. But Sabre, I don't know what it is with this place, with this area. They have some very odd runways, got to say. They've got Sabre, they've got St. Bart's. It's like they're going for a high score. But with the Twin Otter here that I'm in, it can stop in a literal heartbeat. I mean, look how easy that was. And I'm not sure how long this runway. I'll flash up on the screen, but that's how much we have. That's the length of the runway we have just landed on. Insane, and the stopping time was insane. We like stopped right by the threshold and then stopped here. Honestly, the Twin Otter is amazing. But anyways, the next airport is Lukla, which is located in Nepal, in the Himalayas. And basically why this thing is a pilot's worst nightmare and stuff is because it is 9,000 feet above sea level, and it's in like 15,000 feet of mountain, and it's very hard to locate, and fog, yeah, it can get very cold here. It's just not a nice place to land or fly into or literally anything. But there we go. Just landing there. And also the runway is dead short, and as you notice it's by the way, I have no idea why it did this, but it was 10 o'clock and I couldn't be bothered to record it again, so I don't know. Here it's built behind a big mountain, and I don't know why it's done that, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.